Breaking news tonight, striking revelations and allegations from James Comey. Comey accusing the president of lying and defaming him.
With all eyes now on James Comey, President Trump is doing his best to distract.
As a magician, one of the first things you study is that the larger movement always hides the smaller movement.
And in a rare afternoon tweet storm trying to shift the focus to his former rival, Hillary Clinton.
Politics and magical performance have quite a bit in common. They are both an attempt to manipulate on some level our perceptions.
I think that he clearly is upset over all of the talk about his administration's ties with Russia, and he's trying to turn the conversation.
We end up becoming like dogs and cats, like we just follow the red ball.
The tricky thing here is that audiences probably don't recognize that this is happening. Magicians, when they begin a performance, will direct your attention to, for example, a top hat that's empty, or, look up my sleeve, nothing up my sleeve, or look at this deck of cards.
And that's where the sleight of hand comes in.
Tonight, President Donald Trump green-lighting one of his most controversial campaign promises, signing an executive action to enact what he calls extreme vetting.
No. Radical Islamic terrorists.
You do not represent our values.
You would just slow down for a second and listen.
They're welcome here.
What they're also doing in that moment is making sure your attention isn't focused on anything else they're doing or anything else that might be happening on the stage.
Well, meanwhile, Donald Trump signed another executive order on Saturday, one that gives this person, Steve Bannon, a permanent seat at National Security Council meetings.
Abracadabra. You ever see magicians kind of like toss a silk into the air? When everyone's gonna look, because this hand is moving so fast, so they're able to do something sneaky with the other hand and produce something. I shouldn't be telling you these things.
Steve Bannon, a white nationalist, essentially.
Similar ways, politicians will begin by saying, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what my opponent's about, this is what we call exordium.
My father was a small businessman. He worked really hard. He printed drapery fabrics.
You're defined by your courage. That's how I grew up.
You set up the facts and the frame and the association in the minds of the audience that's most conducive to them being persuaded.
You go in gently, Can you see the bottle cap? I'm gonna make it disappear. I'm gonna make it disappear. I'm gonna make it disappear. And they watch it. They watch me put the bottle cap in my pocket, And then, boom.
My grandfather Finnegan's rolling on his grave when Donald Trump says, I don't pay any federal income tax. That makes me smarter than you.
Another trick that the president employs is repetition. The way he repeats certain words or phrases or associations.
The press is so dishonest. Many are terrible, and they're very dishonest people. They're very bad people. Some of them are such lying.
So what makes this routine so fascinating to me is that people get lost in the repetition of the trick,
You know what that's called? Dishonest media. That's called dishonest reporting.
This association, whether we agree with it or not intellectually, on a subconscious level gets made. Yet another trick is showmanship, stagecraft.
Everything from the suitcase, my vest, my hat, is all geared towards one thing. Having the audience have an opportunity to make a connection of who I am as a person, what I'm about to do, and what's gonna happen. I think about it like chess. Like they're always 5 steps ahead.
We're going to drain the swamp of corruption. Funny how that term caught on, isn't it? I tell everyone, I hated it.
Yes, I'm in a shoot. Yes, no. You listen to me. This is serious. What's that? I can't talk right now. I'm on the phone. Yeah, all right. Catch you later.